Hello and welcome to the first Food Safety Culture for Beginners webinar. Today we will be covering how to prepare your team and develop the basic food safety culture program elements. Our speaker today is Vikas Menon. Vikas has more than 20 years of experience in food safety, including expertise implementing food safety and quality improvement projects with several food manufacturers. He has also conducted several food safety culture training sessions and supported numerous companies in the implementation of their food safety culture enhancement plans. Now, quickly before I begin, I would like to remind our audience that we will be holding a brief Q&A session at the end of this webinar. So feel free to submit your questions as we go, and we will try to get to all of them at the end. Also, we will be sending everyone a recording of this webinar shortly after we are done today. And with that, here is Vikas.
Thanks, Simi, and good day, everyone. Once again, welcome to the first webinar of the AIP International series of webinar on food safety culture. Before we start the session, I would like to take you all through AIP International mission statement. Our mission is we promote food integrity and equip our clients with knowledge because everyone deserves safe, high quality food. I've been asked to talk to you on food safety culture, and I was also asked to make this series of webinar more future looking. You know, more than a century, AIP International is deeply involved in the process of collaborating with our customers in order to assist them in transforming their food safety culture. Today, I would like to share with you a few basic aspects related to the development of food safety culture of your company. We all understand that we have a lot of challenges in food safety, like changing food systems, food fraud incidents, emerging pathogens, and many others. And in many of the sites I had visited for conducting food safety inspection in past, often share a concern. Most of the sites were training their employees, was participating in internal audit program, but still they can't crack the code, and their food safety efforts were mostly beating around the bush. Everyone thought they have a great food safety culture, but one thing that really miss is what makes your food safety culture great. During this webinar, let us discuss about a great tool that could influence the behavior, belief, and values of your entire food safety systems, which is food safety culture. In order to develop a food safety culture, what are the key components we have to look for? What does food safety culture mean to you? Simply put together, food safety culture is how an organization or a group does food safety. Most of you have food safety culture embedded in the core of your business. Is this culture effective and profound is the big question. This webinar looks to capture a few key elements that could help an organization to develop a strong food safety culture. Let's think a little bit more about what defines culture. The culture of an organization is viewed as the ideas and values shared among organization members about what is important. It is about the beliefs about how things operate in the organization and the interaction of these within the work unit and organizational structures and systems. The combination of these together with people's attitude produce the behavioral norm in the organization. And the most important aspect is some of these are visible, others are invisible. One question which we always ask ourselves is, why don't people do what they know they should do, isn't it? But what matters is the second question. Do these actions result from an unseen bias towards a set of beliefs rooted deep within the business. This is the origin of food safety culture concept. Now, most of us consider food safety culture planning as one of the most significant elements. This could bring in remarkable changes in the way we look at food safety. Again, this could be right depending upon how the company understands the basics of the concept supported inside the word culture. Often the visible culture is the way we say we get things done, and the invisible culture is the way we really get things done. Now, let's compare a company policy that states that if a CCP fails, the product has to be dumped. This is an example of a visible culture. However, if a CCP fails, the reality may be that production overrules the posted corrective action plan in favor ensuring production rates are upheld. This is the invisible culture. As an auditor, for so many years, I get presented most often with the visible culture. However, is this truly what company is all about, or is this only the tip of the iceberg? Measuring and assessing the invisible food safety culture, or in other words, the hardened food safety beliefs, is not easy, and often this is the part of the culture which has the biggest impact on food safety. We call it as food safety obstacles. More about food safety obstacles will be detailed in the coming slides. Now, let me take you through our definition for food safety culture. Our definition goes, food safety culture is the sum total of all individual and group thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, which are learned and put into action consistently with extreme truthfulness throughout the organization and sustained over time in order to assure that food is sourced, manufactured, stored, and distributed in a clean and safe manner.